Kids play in the dirt. I bet you just love messing around in the dirt. These are common phrases that are usually associated to growing up on a farming or ranching operation. Being a farm girl myself, I can say I've had my fair share of dirty outdoor experiences. However, I don't play in the dirt. I play in the soil, healthy soil. What is it that makes healthy soil so important? The answer can be found within those people who play in the dirt. Healthy soil is the cornerstone for all farming and ranching operations. Without healthy soil, crops and livestock cannot thrive, nor can the environment be improved. Today, we will be going over how to restore and maintain soil health, the benefits of regenerative agriculture, and the importance of preserving agriculture when it comes to living a healthy life. Let's start off with the basics. What is soil? According to the Soil Science Society of America, soil can be defined as a mixture of minerals, dead and living organisms, air, water. The more minerals, organic matter, and supportive organisms, the healthier the soil. The best way to improve and maintain soil health is through regenerative agriculture. Regenerative agriculture is the process of reviving plant health through cover cropping and other environmentally friendly farming practices. Cover crops such as rye, sedan grass, hairy vetch, and sunflowers all replenish nutrients back into the soil. This keeps the soil healthy and alive. Also create organic matter that covers the fields year-round. It's pretty special, as it can stop a huge problem of chemical runoff. I did a study on local fields after a flash flood to test for runoff. The first field I went to was tilled and had never been cover cropped. This field had massive amounts of water surrounding it. In order to test the quality of the water, I took a clear water bottle and filled it up with water from the edge of the field. The water was very dark and dense and full of nutrients. Runoff. The second field I went to was no-tilled and had never been cover cropped. This field had about the same amount of water surrounding it, but it was a little less dark. The third field I went to was no-tilled and had been cover cropped for 5 years. This field had significantly less water surrounding it, and the water was almost completely clear. The fourth field I went to was no-tilled and had been cover cropped for 10 years. This field had virtually no water surrounding it. The water of which I did find was completely clear. This study shows that organic matter can increase the saturation rate of water into the soil, which in turn decreases runoff. Another way to maintain and restore soil health is through rotational grazing. Rotational grazing is a process of grazing livestock on set parcels of land for a set amount of time. For example, 75 pair of cattle can usually graze about 25 acres for about 2 weeks. After the 2 weeks is up, they then move to the next 25 acres. This process allows grass time to regrow and improves its durability and longevity. Livestock can also be grazed on sedan grass fields in the winter. This provides them with winter feed as they provide natural fertilizer back to the soil. Regenerative agriculture is pretty incredible in all that it can do for the soil. Let's now learn more about the other benefits of regenerative ag. Regenerative agriculture provides a multitude of benefits for the farmer, the environment, and the consumer. Regenerative agriculture increases soil health, which means there's less of a need for synthetic fertilizers, herbicides, and pesticides to have sufficient yields. This saves the farmer money and time, decreases chemical runoff, and provides a healthier crop for the consumer. Regenerative agriculture also increases crop yields, which means there's more food products to be put on the shelf. By using regenerative agriculture practices, farmers are doing their part in creating more opportunities for a more abundant and healthy food supply. Through practices that restore and maintain soil health, we are well on our way to preserving our planet and a healthy way of life. Agriculture is perhaps the most important aspect when it comes to living a healthy life. Crops clean the air we breathe. Livestock and food crops provide us with nutritious food, and farmers preserve the fertile land on our planet. Agriculture is truly amazing in all that it does for every individual. However, there are severe threats that threaten agriculture every day. Detrimental effects on the environment and human health. It's industrial solar facilities that would be placed on prime agricultural land. These facilities will completely destroy soil health and take away much needed crop and pasture land. Industrial solar facilities provide no benefit to human health and can actually damage it. The solar panels contain cadmium, which can leach into the soil and water supply. Very small amounts of cadmium can be fatal to the human systems. I believe that our kids know better than anyone the importance of preserving agriculture. They've seen firsthand just how amazing agriculture can be, but also seeing what happens to it when it is neglected. It is our duty as citizens of agricultural counties to stand up for our farm kids' futures and the environment by saying no to industrial solar on agricultural land. In conclusion, we now know just how important healthy soil is for a healthy life. Regenerative agriculture is well on its way to improving soil health across the state and nation. By informing others about the benefits of regenerative agriculture, we can all play a part in restoring the environment, creating a healthy product, and preserving agriculture for the future generations. Now, I've grown up from the days when I used to play in the soil with my little toy tractors. By that, I mean I now run the actual equipment. But I will always be proud to say that yes, I play in the soil.